is our second little installment of kind of some substance abuse education. So we're pretty quick on this. So alcohol, is it a depressant? What is it a depressant? So I want you to think about it even more applied. I want you to think about a depressant as the brake pedal. There's two systems in our body that we need to worry about as athletes. One's called the sympathetic system and one's called the parasympathetic. Sympathetic is what you need on the field, is the gas pedal, is the get hot feature, is like right now. Okay, parasympathetic is opposite. Okay, parasympathetic for a depressant, however, takes you so far to the extreme, it starts shutting processes down. We want to go parasympathetic when we recover. That's why we change the music, that's why we do massage, we do all that stuff. We go parasympathetic to recover, but we don't want to turn off system. Okay, I'm not going to insult you by reading all this, but these are some things that occur that's happening. Things happen inside the body in terms of processes. Things happen inside in regard to energy production, energy transfer. Okay, and then we'll see here in a second, a lot of things happen with like muscle coordination. Okay, crazy thing about alcohol. Back in like military, they used to have a saying about 10, 15 years ago: 12 hours bottle of throttle. And they bless you. 12 hours bottle of throttle. Okay, and that really kind of comes into mind when we think about alcohol. Yeah, there's some effects when I'm drunk. There's some effects when I'm under the influence of alcohol. Okay, but 12 hours bottle of throttle. More recently, they pushed it to 24 hours bottle of throttle. What that means is there's effects even after I'm sober. Okay, things that occur after I even become sober is the imbalance in intermuscular control, and I basically have no kinesthetic awareness. So you know, like the little things that we do with the rocks and the baby rolls. All that is for coordination. All that is for balance. All that is connecting the right side to the left side of the body. When you are under the influence of alcohol, especially, and then when you're hungover, and the hours following that, it's even worse. Okay, because your body is trying to rid the alcohol, which it sees as a toxin. Okay, so 12 hours and more recently 24 hours bottle of throttle, great kind of thing to follow in regard to like the impact that that's having on your body. It's not happening just when I'm drinking. Okay, it's happening after, and the more I do that, the longer that residual effect stays with me. Okay, so how much is a drink? You need to know. Okay, the difference between like a beer and a shot is different. Know the volume of alcohol in each type of drink. What is binge drinking? Who can tell me that? Drinking to get drunk, that's a pretty good definition.
A lot of alcohol at one time.
A lot of alcohol at one time. Okay, so binge drinking is basically for a dude, 5 or more drinks in a setting. In one setting. For a girl, it's 4 or more. And all that has to do with is general body weight. Okay? So 5 or more drinks. We'll take that one step further. You can actually be thought to have an alcohol problem or be using alcohol incorrectly. By incorrectly, more so than just socially, if you consume alcohol on 3 or more nights in a week. And so think about that. Do not say anything. But if you have 5 or more drinks in one sitting, or you consume or around alcohol where you're ingesting it 3 or more events in a week, you may have an issue with alcohol. Okay, that's what binge drinking is. Okay? So, the last thing I want to say about alcohol, we talk about all the time dehydration, we talk about choice. The crazy thing about alcohol is it is legal for those above 21. The crazy thing about alcohol is I can run down to the gas station right now, pick up a 6 and get some house and just enjoy my night. And nobody would think anything different of me because I'm 33 years old, I got a kid, I'm good, right? We need to think much bigger than that. We need to think about how are these choices impacting those around me? How are they impacting me as I'm trying to get ahead? Everything is about choice. Okay? So as we kind of move into these different things, understand the ebbs and flows with everything. Did we talk about a gateway drug the other day? Mm-hmm. Alcohol is one of the biggest gateway drugs there is because it lowers my inhibitions. Okay? 2 different types of gateways for me too. One, let's say I got a gateway, let's say I'm drinking down at the bar and I run into a dude, I think I used this example the other day, and he's like, hey man, you want to smoke this joint? And I'm like, I wouldn't normally, but I'll try it. That leads to something harder, which leads to something harder. The flip side, maybe more importantly, okay? So every little thing, like Stanton's talking about the story the other day about the father being asked to sacrifice his son, that stuff really touches you. Okay, so right now, everything I try to think about is like all about my little dude. So what happens if I go down to the bar and I'm just like, I would never do anything wrong to Miss Rachel, ever. Okay, but what happens if I lower my inhibitions because I messed up one time? and I do something stupid, and she's just like, I'm not staying with that dude, and it's out, and I never get to see my man. Okay, so think about how choices are linked together. It's not just in this room. It's not just out on the field. Choices are linked together. Good with alcohol?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got to help each other too. Be your brother's keeper. All right,